You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. A short kick taken at the 18. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They start on the ground here at Sanders. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The man in motion is Brown. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 49 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Second down. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 24 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's able to find Melton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Till the penalty rightfully declined, they'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 38 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Crosby with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down, back to Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Come on. Hey.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 63 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looks to his running back, and he's got him. It's Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half and several different guys. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Touchdown! Quez Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the draw, here's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore.
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Sanders again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a decisive. They keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's good. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers now on first down. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
26.
To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You block him. Jump out. Plant. Back north.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. As a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Left thing, 19.
Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.